What's good? What's good? I am back. One and only Paul Masson. Another live from Fayettenam, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Audio version goes to Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Deezer, and all that good stuff. Up, we had it on loop. So we got a special guest we about to bring on. He has a new album. He was on here before, and I think last time he was on here, he was out like on a nature journey and he was camping and stuff like that. But we're gonna bring him on and talk about his new album. Let's bring on the one and only Reef Hustle. Reef, how you
Hey
doing, man?
yo! What's going on, man? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
It's been some time now. It's been some time now. I'm glad that thank you for putting me back on the show, man. I'm humble.
Yeah, the first one was interesting, man, because you was out there in nature. You was in the tent, and you was, you. I guess you was on a spiritual thing too.
This is a fact. This is a
Yeah,
fact. Being an artist, man, there's a lot of thoughts that go through your head and you need clarity sometimes, man. So I use some of that, for clarity.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was definitely interesting.
Yes, sir.
Um, so let's start here. You got this new album.
Yep,
What about Reef War 2? So it's the follow-up of the album you had, War, correct?
that's a fact.
Okay, so why did you decide to go with the War 2?
Um, because I basically, if you listen to the album War Two, it speaks more about it's a more personal, in-depth album on the time what I've been going through for the last 5 years, right?
Okay.
And yeah, it took a long time, to create this album because I really wanted to give you a personal journey. I wanted to give you a personal journey through my life, man. And basically, it's special, but at the same time, we all of us are special. You know what I mean? So it's something that you could definitely relate to. Triumph, tribulations, trials, tribulations, triumph, pain, happiness. And all those things. So I take you kind of like through a roller coaster with that album. So WAR stands for What About Reef Hustle. You know what I'm saying? Or what about Reef?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
What?
it's
Okay. So it's
yep,
an acronym.
yes, sir.
It's not necessarily just militant.
Right. It's not necessarily just militant. It's basically it's the movie. It's the name of the movie.
Now let me ask you this: do you feel like you are in a war against someone or something?
I think every day just being black, man, we in a war. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not only not I'm not gonna say not even only being black, but just being of the 85% that just don't have enough sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, people
Yeah,
don't really
yeah,
have bread like that. Some people have a little bit more than others, but on the whole grand
yeah.
scheme of things, man, I'm still in the 85%. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a war with everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a war with everything. Definitely a war.
Now, what are some of the producers you got on this project? I seen 38 Special did something
Absolutely.
on here, right?
Absolutely. I got a record with 38 Specials called Fly Talk. He produced that single. I got Buck Wild from DRTC. I got DJ Static.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
yeah, yeah. I got my man DJ Static. I got Guap Sullivan. I have Dennis Agony Jenkins. My man Ronnie Creco. Um, uh, who else? It's some more right now. I just can't think of it. As I'm speaking, then I'll let you know who it is. Oh, I got my man DJ Spazzo and my man Cover.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are the producers right there.
Now you said Buck Wild. Is this the first time he's produced for you?
Um, the stuff that we put out, no, it's not the first time. Pretty much it is. It is.
Okay, okay,
So I did a record
okay,
with Pun Joe Remy, and I did the hook. They rapped on it and I did the hook, and it's called Fire. Um and then there's another record actually with me, Fred the Godson, and my man Axel Leon. It's on Buck Wild's album called Music Is My Religion. So yeah, nah, this is not the first time. You know, it's not the first time.
So the Pun Joe and Remy track, where was that off of?
That was just a single that Buck Wild dropped. It's called
Oh,
Fire.
okay, okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
okay. Now,
Crazy.
So, did you work with Buck Wild before you worked with Diamond D?
Yeah, Buck Wild is a longtime friend of mine, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I met Buck Wild a long time ago, just personally. Me and him just we bonded, man. We clicked and we bonded, and we've been family since, man. We've been family ever since, man. That's my man. Shout out to Buck Wild.
Now, do you got any other artists features on here?
I got 38 Special. I also got my man. His name is, I call him LL Cordell. He call himself Cordell, but I call him LL
Okay.
Cordell. He's from the Pennsylvania area, Harrisburg, 717, and he's a dope MC. I also got my man Lil Gang Paget, who actually plays on there as a therapist. You know what I mean? So it's like basically I went to a therapist. I went to a therapist, to speak my problems. So my man Low Gang Paget, he's actually the therapist, but the only two MCs I got on there is my man LL Cordell and my man 38 Special, shout out Trust and all of that. And I got a singer on there named Steven Young.
Okay.
That's it. Yep, that's it.
And what's like the go-to platform that you're wanting your fans to go to?
My go-to platform is Reef Hustle, man. Instagram, REEFHUSTLE underscore. You know what I'm saying? And also the same thing on TikTok. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing on Facebook, Reef Hustle. You know what I'm saying? So you can go
Now,
to
this
all three of
album,
those
is it
platforms.
out
Oh,
already?
hold on, hold on. Also, you can also go through YouTube. YouTube is very important for me too. So you let me go through YouTube.
Okay.
But yeah, the album is out right now and it's on all major platforms. You know what I'm saying? You can get it wherever, however you want to test it, you want to check it out. You know what I'm saying? But after that, it's dope and you're gonna put it in your veins. Guarantee War two.
I don't know if you remember when I interviewed you before. I told you your voice sound like Tribe Diesel from Theodore Unit. Did you ever go check him out?
Nah, I didn't, but I'm gonna tell you, my man Planet Asia told me that. That's his man.
Yeah.
He was like,
Okay.
yo, he said, yo, Reef, he said, yo, I'm telling you, man, he said, yo, your voice is just like his, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, for real, he's like, yo, I'm telling you, man. But I didn't even get a chance to check it out. Actually, actually, he did play something for me. I'm bugging, I'm sorry. He did
Yeah.
play something for me. He did play something for me, and I was just like, oh, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I think we got two different styles. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you do. You do. You do. You got two
Yeah.
different styles. It's just y'all's voice sounds very, very similar. But that happens sometimes. I mean, you had a couple
Happens.
cats that sound like Biggie, you know.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
crazy.
I'm
Well,
pretty
shout out
sure
to Trife
Gorilla
Diesel, man.
Black didn't try to. Yeah, Tribe Diesel. Yeah.
Shout out to Trife Diesel, man.
So I saw where it said, I guess this was I got off of ChatGPT, because ChatGPT now you can pull up as much info as you possibly can.
All right.
So it said you spoke about bringing real hip hop back.
Yep.
Uh, what does real hip hop mean to you? What does that phrase mean to you?
It's the culture, man. It's the culture, the rules. You know what I'm saying? It's really the culture and the rules, man. You gotta have, for me, you know, even if you have just the melody, you know what I mean? You gotta have some kind of substance to your melody. You gotta have some kind of soul to your melody. You know what I mean? It's really important for me when I say that I'm bringing hip hop back. Is like really the art of DJing, MCing, and all that good stuff. A lot of newer the newer artists, they really don't have a care for that. But if it wasn't for that, it wouldn't be none
Yeah,
of the new artists. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that you always
yeah,
gotta go, you always gotta go back to the root. You know what I'm saying? Which can actually make you a better artist as well. But a lot of people don't tend to do that. So that's what I mean by, bringing that artwork back. You know what I'm saying? That artwork. It don't necessarily have to be the super boom bap. It don't necessarily have to be that, because if we look at it, hip hop is a pot of gumbo. You know what I'm saying? It's a pot of gumbo.
yeah,
It's a pot of gumbo.
yeah.
We cook it up and we make our own identification to it. I understand that. We get that. But you
And
also
now it's
must
not
show
a pot of gumbo. It's just
it's
one
all over the place.
like food. It's one food item now. Really, it's
Word,
not.
word,
We had gangster, we had conscious at one time. We
right,
had the clean rappers that never cuss. You had the Florida booty music rappers. You
right,
had commercial mainstream. You had hardcore hip hop, which wasn't necessarily just gangsters. They were just hardcore. It was just
right.
a lot of everything. And now it's just shit.
One type thing. Yeah, one it's just one.
Yeah,
Everybody got the same dictionary. Everybody looked the
yeah,
same. Everybody,
yeah,
everybody just used the same words. If you go back and you see um Wu Tang had a whole different slang, man. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to when you listening to
yeah,
Biggie. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole
yeah,
different slang. You're supposed to listening to
yeah,
Nas. You knew exactly where dudes was from. You know what I'm saying? And like these days, it's just, and I just kind of credit that as well, because the youngest they want the bread. The new artists they want the bread, and I get it.
yeah,
Everybody want the bread, but what they're gonna do is they just gonna cater to, whatever the machine is that they feel that the machine wants. So that's what they're gonna cater to.
yeah,
So they're gonna give you, they're gonna give you what they want because they're gonna give you, you gonna give they want to give you basically what the machine is asking for. You know what I'm saying? And that not necessarily mean that we want that kind of music. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. If there was a few artists that's really good, because you got to do like A Boogie, amazing, amazing. Roddy
mm-hmm,
Rich, amazing. Big X the
mm-hmm,
Plug, amazing. Kevin Gates, amazing. Like those dudes, they got their own identification with this shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And they dropping some shit, but these dudes is nice. You know what I mean? And so, when you do that, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get
mm-hmm.
it. I can get it. I understand what you're talking about. But if you got this, like you said, it's the same recipe. Everybody got the same recipe. You know what I'm saying? It's just the same music, the same sounding beat wise. When it goes down to the drum, every
Yeah.
drum, the hi-hats is the same, and the dictionary's the same. So that shit gets boring.
It's like I think about it like Irish history back in the day. It's same corned beef and cabbage every single day. You know what I'm saying? Over and over again. No seasoning, nothing. It's just
Right,
bland as hell. Just
right,
bland as hell.
right, right.
And,
And
and
that's what
I,
it
I
is.
clearly think there's an agenda with the labels because if you look at like to me, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but for the last 10 or 15 years, I feel like Kendrick, Cole, and Drake were the top three in the game for a hot minute, right? Well,
Right,
2/3 of those is Kendrick and Cole, who are really, not shoot 'em up, bang bang, not I
right,
sell drugs, not I fuck bitches, not
right,
the regular shit. But it's like
right,
labels don't want another Kendrick and another Cole. They just want another little baby, the baby, Lil Yachty, Young Dirk, or whatever. It's like I don't get it, man. It makes me think there has to be an agenda just to keep this, not necessarily the sound in place, but the content.
yes, they got a million, like you said, they got a million of little babies, and you know,
Yeah,
uh, those guys, they got a whole lot of those, but they don't have enough um um
Kendrick's, Coles, and
Hendrix and
whoever,
Coles. Yeah, yeah, they don't have enough of those gentlemen, and
Absol, Schoolboy
yeah,
Q's, whatever,
yeah, yeah. They don't have the abstract dudes and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I mean it is agenda because it's kind of like buy low, sell high. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we dealing with these kids and they kids and they not as smart. I guess you would say they're not as smart, as an older gentleman would be as far as doing paperwork wise. You know what I mean? A lot of artists, even from the beginning of time, a lot of artists just wanted to just come out. So, they basically, and they don't really have much,
yeah,
and they'll sign whatever they got to sign just so they can come out. You know what I'm saying? And now,
just a
like
hurt.
like artists, yeah, like artists is getting they just do like right now. They just getting they just do, and these guys should have been well off from their artwork. You know what I mean? And you got guys still, pushing the envelope. But it is what it is. That's just a part of the business. That's a
Yeah,
part of the business part.
and I think it says a lot that these guys they might be hot with this song here and this song there, but like when you look at 2024 and you go like the top albums of that year, a lot of those guys was 35 and up.
Right. Right. Yep.
LL, the Common. I mean, and then now this year you got the Mob Deep album, which I don't know if you heard. I think it is really dope.
Super file.
Considering that Prodigy's not even alive anymore, and it sounds like he's still one of the dopest rappers out
Yep.
today.
Yep. Yep. Super
You
file.
got the De La Soul about to drop. I mean, you got a lot of. like a
Big
lot of
L and
these albums
Nas.
that are the best albums, yeah, these are the best albums that are coming out nowadays, and but nobody wants to
Because
get behind them.
right, right. Because once again, these guys that you naming, they smarter now. You know what I'm saying? I think they're more intelligent now, and they want to feed their families. Now, don't get me wrong. What the machine does, how they dangle a carrot in front of your face, is they make
Yeah,
some of these artists and give you the hope that these, like, yo, hey, you can sell records like this too. You know what I'm saying? You could do this right this, but none of that shit is made up. Like, I mean, none of that shit is it's all on purpose. Like, most of it is made up. You know what I'm saying? They pick who they
yeah.
want to pick, and if they fit the mold, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna put them on. They're gonna rock. Now you got a couple of people that you know, they slip through the cracks. You know what I'm saying? They slip through the cracks and then they bust out and they do something great. But they got to do that in order to keep sort of a balance. To keep sort of a balance and letting people know, like, yo, nah, there's still real hip hop here. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like, they dangle a carrot in front of you. That's their thing. That's what they do. They dangle a carrot in front of you.
There was something I was wondering about today, man. Because when we talked about last time, we talked about Pun and the whole situation. I think you said he was trying to get you a deal on Loud Records, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, absolutely. He was talking to
And
Steve
then
Rifkin
and
at
then
the
he
time.
ended up passing, and I
Yep.
guess things didn't go through.
Yep.
Did you ever like envision what that situation would have looked like? I mean, would Pun probably been your executive producer or
Absolutely. Pun
yeah.
we was already starting to work on the album. We actually had got one beat from Buck Wild that I actually
Okay.
recorded. I recorded it and
Mhm.
all of that. And but we had got a beat from Buck, and we was supposed to get beats from Alchemist. Because he was asking Buck Wild,
Oh man.
Alchemist. Yeah, he was asking Buck Wild and Alchemist to help with the album and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But we only got through like one record, but he definitely would have been the executive producer. He's just one of those guys, man. He's also a creative, so him being a creative, he would know, exactly what to do, how to do it, and how to bring the best out in you, because he definitely knew how to bring the best out in you.
Alchemist would have been a really good fit.
Crazy. That was his man. The Alchemist was his man. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I was actually in the booth. Alchemist, we sat with Alchemist, and we was at Sony Studios, and he played beats. I went to the booth, you know what I'm saying, and I got busy. Like, it was crazy. It was an ill experience. But after that I just never seen him again, you know what I mean? But yeah, it would have been crazy because the Alchemist is crazy. Him and Buck Wild. Buck Wild is such amazing producers, both of them. You know what I mean? They basically they know how to um cultivate the non-popular artists. They know how to do that. You know what I mean? And they bring hits with stuff where it grows on you. Records grow on you. You're like, yo, who did this? Next thing you know, it's
Mhm.
Buck Wild. The next thing
Yeah.
you know, is the Alchemist. Like those guys, that's a lot of power. Those two guys right there is those type of producers that make records like that where you don't even know that they did it until you really heard it and you say, oh yeah, this guy did it. Alchemist did it. Buck Wild did it. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, didn't Buck Wild do I Got a Story to Tell?
Yes, he did. He also did
Yeah, and nobody knew that at the time.
yeah. Yep. Right, exactly. Nobody knew at the time.
Nobody knew it
Nobody
at the
knew.
time.
Yeah, nobody knew that he did I'm back with AZ at the time. Nobody knew.
Okay, yeah.
That joke was getting spins on the radio like crazy. He was like, yo, who this? Like, then one time I heard Flex say, yo, shout out to Buck Wow. This is crazy right here. You know what I'm saying? Like playing, I said, oh shit, Buck did this?
Yeah.
Like you just never know. But those are the kind, like he's that kind of producer. You know,
Yeah.
Buck Wow, he did I Love You from Faith, by Faith.
Okay.
He did that record. You know what I'm saying? It's like, a hip hop producer like that, man, just giving you like diamonds in the rough, because that's exactly what he is. He's like a diamond in the rough, man.
Well, he don't got one sound, and that's good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, as much as I love Premier, he's got that signature sound,
Well,
you know?
remember what we was talking about when you look at when we talking about different identifications, right? So you
Yeah.
got Buck that sounds different from Alchemist. Alchemist sounds different from
Yeah.
Premier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Premier sounds different from who we could say Pharrell
Pete
and them.
Rock.
You know what I'm saying? P Rock, right? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
everybody got their own style. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why I'm cool with it. I like when
Yeah.
you have different producers that just have their own style, like Timberland and the Neptunes, two totally different styles. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So when you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you got to do like Primo. Like I appreciate him because he 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 sticks to what he knows, and
Yeah.
people praise him because he sticks to what he knows. You know, when
Yeah.
you start to venture out and but actually, if you listen, he did the Fred Durst joint. You know what I'm saying? He did that album too. Like he was killing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he
So
did a joint for them back in the days, I thought, with Method
right.
Man and
Right,
Limp
he did an
Bizkit.
album. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did an album with them too. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to show you how even his style, how it spreads all over the world. You know what I mean? And he stuck to his guns. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Primo, man.
Well, back in the days, Primo, like when he made a beat, you didn't always know. But
Hmm.
then he found that signature sound and he kind of ran with it. Cause Moment of Truth was like the first album that Gangstar did with the signature sound. Before
The
that,
sound.
it was a lot of different samples, a lot of different sounds,
Well, he
and
was
once he
once again, he was cultivating himself, you know what I mean, trying to get his identification together, back then and there, you know what I mean? Trying to get his identification together. Then once he got that together, he never stopped doing it. Like he never stopped doing because it kept on working. So, why break it?
now you were close to two guys that we lost in hip hop, Pun and Fred the Godson. Like, how much do those guys still influence you today?
Every day. They influence me every day. I've helped both of them. I've learned from both of them. Um, I've bonded with both of them. And they're pretty much the same type of person, which is
Okay.
really interesting. They're pretty much the same type of person. Um, but I mean, everything up under the sun, I think was, the reason why I'm still here. You know what I mean? When it comes to them, everything up under the sun, man. And I won't stop until I get where I need to go. You know?
So you work with a lot of artists. I mean, you've even worked with Flea Lord.
Yep.
When you do collaborations, do you ever feel like you gotta like bring the top game every time?
All the
Like,
time. Because I
cause
mean,
some
it's
cat,
like,
cause collaborations sometimes can become a competition, like a friendly competition sometimes.
right, right. So it's like playing basketball. It's like playing one on one. When me and you on
Yeah,
the basketball court, man, don't talk to me, man. I'm coming here to win, and that's what I'm here to do. Afterwards, we talk. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it's definitely a competition. And when you do that, it's healthy because what it does is just helps you push your pin more. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You just start unlocking doors with keys that you never knew you had. So it's definitely healthy, you know, to feel a competition or feel a certain way that you gotta bring to the table. Because if you're dealing with a person that you invite into your house and this person has a lot of accolades, then you must flow on his level. You must be on his level. If you come into play with Michael Jordan, yeah, you got to be on that man level.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it.
Do you think a lot of those names we were naming earlier, you think any of them have that mindset when they do features, or you think they're just doing features for the money?
If they don't like you, yeah, they just doing features for the money. But if they thought that you were an amazing MC, they're gonna bring their A1 game.
I
They're
mean,
gonna
'cause I
bring their
know a
A1 game
cat like Cole, if he does a collaboration, he's gonna try to outdo you
all
for
the
the most
time,
part.
all the
Yeah,
time because I think from the outside looking in, a dude like Cole has a lot to prove, even though he's the ill MC. But he has a
yeah,
lot to prove because he's not coming from the I clap you, I got bitches, I'm in a club. He's not coming from that angle. You know what I mean? So there's stuff that he's saying, which is real, relative, but he's saying it in the slick way and he's saying it in his way. And the caliber of rap is high. You know what I'm saying? So you can't front on him. You know what I mean? But he always have to come in and try to outshine as much as he can because I mean, I know the hip hop community definitely appreciate him, and they respect him. But in the
Mhm.
beginning, I don't think it was like that. I don't think that they really,
Okay.
yeah, like in the very, very beginning, when we got a good thing. I don't think that people like really, really. I'm talking about the real hip hop, the
Yeah,
real
yeah,
hip
yeah,
hop dudes
yeah,
who really get busy, who write rap, who spit and all of that. Even though in his heart, nobody really didn't know, nobody knew that he could really spit like that. But you
yeah,
know, once again, like once he started showing that, motherfuckers was like, oh nah, he ain't no fluke. He's the real deal. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Because he's definitely the real deal.
yeah. We from the Ville at home. We knew it because we knew who he came up under,
Uh-huh.
and the guys he came up under are the guys who literally have the best like local album released out of any local group around here, of all
Uh-huh.
time. And one of them taught him how to make beats, and he's a dope ass producer himself.
Word.
And the guys that he came under, they were really dope ass rappers as well. And one of them just passed away not too long ago.
Wow.
Probably I think it's been like actually this podcast started because of his passing, which was
Wow.
crazy. But yeah, we knew it. But his sound had kind of changed from what it was when we first knew him. But like we knew that the dude could flow, especially in this day and age when
So nice.
it's lacking in the mainstream, at least in the mainstream.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah.
all the really dope rhymers are independent underground artists for the most part.
Yep. Yep. Well, you know, the good thing with him is he has a core audience, and his core audience is going to listen to
Yeah.
what he got to bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Um, there are certain chess plays that he got to make in order to, you know, to maintain the exposure. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of plays he got to make to maintain the exposure. That's just a part of the business. But overall, my hat's off to him. He one of the illest. You know what I'm saying? He gets busy for real.
So this is a question I had for you. This is a chat GPT one, but I thought it was kind of good. So how do you balance staying authentic to your roots, but still trying to bring in a new audience in the streaming era?
That's interesting. It's really all in passion, man. It's really all on passion that it's really a feeling for me. Being traditional. Um, I'm not. I wouldn't just stick to all the way traditional. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I like to experiment because once again, like I told you, what it does, it just pushes your pen. It pushes your artistry. It pushes like that. But though in these days and time, it's weird because when it gets to the regular ear really don't give a fuck about what you talking about. They don't care about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to
Yeah.
the ear who really dig art, they're gonna be like, hold
Yeah.
up. Like this
Yeah.
guy's he's the truth. He got it. He got it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really all about the feeling. It's about the feeling of how you feel, how I feel. Um, when I'm creating a record. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them just come off the head. Like it just comes off the I already know what I'm gonna do when I listen to a beat. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think a beat is amazing, but then I have to sit with the beat. You know what I mean? And just create. But for the most part, man, I would say it's the feeling of it. It's the soul.
Do you think it's easy to weed out the fan, like you said, the fan that actually appreciates the lyrics from everybody else? Because everybody else just typically likes what's popular.
Of course.
They give whatever you throw. It's like a kid. You're gonna we put food on your plate. You're gonna eat whatever we give you, or you're gonna go to bed hungry. You know what I'm saying? And they
Yep.
just take whatever you throw on the plate. You just throwing some peas and carrots and like, here, eat it.
Yep. Yep. For sure. Yeah. Nah. Definitely, man. Yeah. I tend to, like you said, that the average ear, they'll just they'll just take what it was there. You know what I mean? But was popular. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
if whatever tastes good, that's what the machine is gonna push, and that's what the people think. That's what they want. But it's science. When you keep on playing stuff and it's always in your face, it's playing over and over again, it's playing
yeah,
over and over again, you're gonna love it. That's science. That's actually a part of the brain. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So it's weird, man. When you're dealing with the most popular. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of artists out there who just make it. Or well, there's a few artists out there who makes it organically, but what people think in making it organically is it's like hitting a lottery, man. It's like hitting a lottery.
Yeah, man. I
So
mean,
you
as
always
much
got to
as
stick to so you always got to stick to your guns. That's why I just always sticking to your guns until people start to wake up and say, "Yo, hold on, man! Like you're like, hold on, this guy's dope. This guy's really dope. You know what I'm saying? I really need to listen to him. So you just kind of like whatever's broke, don't fix it.
I mean, every now and then I'll hear some stuff over and over again and it grows on me.
Right,
But for the
right.
most part, a lot of this stuff that they try to just force on us, I can't do it. I can't get with it whatsoever.
Can't give it. Right. So the new age of rap music, the new age of rap music, it doesn't matter what you're saying. They don't care about
They
what you're
don't.
saying. Nah, it's a melody.
Yeah,
Long as the melody is palatable, that's what they're going for. Because it's really ain't about the music. It's about how you look. How you
yeah.
dress. It's about that. It's about the swag. It's about the drip. It's about the riz. It's about that. That's what it's about. It's really not about the music. You know what I mean? It's not about that. They don't care about the music, but they make the music because whatever that comes behind it. You know what I mean? I mean that comes with it. The women, the money, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy is like there was a lot of I noticed a lot of older heads like my age group and 35
Mhm,
on up
mhm,
that used to listen to the same stuff I used to listen to back then, and now they just listen to all this new stuff. And
mhm.
it's like, dang, y'all were never really so y'all were never really true, to the hip hop back then either. Y'all were just going with it because it was popular back then.
Yeah, yeah. So once again, like if you have certain people who are dig for that hip hop. You got
Yeah,
certain people
you
who
gotta
always
dig
want
nowadays. You gotta dig.
right. Right. But people are not digging no more. They're not
Yeah,
digging.
no,
It's just whatever's in front of their face. And then you gotta
that's it.
credit that to whatever's in front of their face. And if it's in front of their face over and over again, it gives them the idea. They don't have their own idea. It gives them the idea like, oh
Yeah.
yo, this is popping. This is hitting. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't happen like that. You know what I mean? It just doesn't happen like that. But people, this is what people think. If it's played the most, then it's a hot record. If somebody's playing it, if somebody big is playing it, then it's a hot record. If somebody is who got a lot of influences, then it's a hot record. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of records out there that hasn't been heard. That's really fire. That's really fire. So I would say like to all the artists, man, yo, just keep on making records, man. The DJs, they want new records every day. So just keep on making them.
Yeah, and I've been trying to tell the artists too that I do promotion for, like, y'all gotta get back to servicing records to the DJs again. Like, I think COVID kind of messed that up a little bit, when record pools started kind of fizzling out. DJs wasn't doing no club, um, no club plays because clubs were shut down for months. Nobody was going in and doing radio in house. I think the artists lost sight of that. Like some DJs still got value. They can still play your records in the clubs. Some of them still got mix shows. Some still got satellite radio shows or whatever. But we're brainwashed. Like nobody
Right,
thinks for themselves no more.
right,
Nobody thinks for
right,
themselves. They're completely brainwashed. They just Spotify this, Spotify that.
right,
You know.
right,
What do you? Let me
right.
ask you this: You heard about the thing with Title,
Yes.
where they're allowing you to upload directly to Title
Right. And then you giving them and they giving you $100 or something like that
a
if you
day
get
if
something
you
for them
get
on the
picked
streets.
up by the editorials?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your opinion on that?
I mean, it's marketing. It's marketing. That's what I think. I think it's marketing and you know, with anybody, not just them, with anybody. Marketing is how can I stick you up with, without showing you the gun. You know what I mean? Without putting the bullet in you. How can I stick you up? You know what I'm saying? So it's all
But
about marketing. It's
isn't it a better
how
deal than what Spotify's offering?
I mean, regardless of the fact that application goes with everybody, with every
Yeah,
platform. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a way to attract you, to get you into what they're
yeah,
doing. You know what I'm saying? So if they putting
yeah,
that out there, if they putting that out there, obviously, you know, everybody is kind of like shying away from the fact that nobody's making money from streams. You know what I'm saying? So they
yeah,
want to do something like that once again to put the carrot in front of you, to put the carrot in front of you. That's
yeah.
the not just for you. That's just to get everybody the traffic to pull in. That's all. It's just marketing.
And in part is competing with Spotify and other streaming platforms as well.
Right. Right. Because every day is
And
always
which
it's a new streaming platform every day. It's a new streaming platform.
and just the fact that everybody's really hung up on Spotify when they're literally the worst. It's just crazy to me, especially with the AI. Like I've heard rumors that Spotify, they got fake artists on the platform getting streams that, are under their, that they're artists. So they're basically stealing royalties from somebody who would actually get it, a real person.
Well, it's called business, and I never really liked the word business, and because business is it's kind of like almost the same thing as marketing. How can I stick you up without you killing me? You know what I'm saying? How can I
Yeah.
rob you without you killing me? You know what I mean? How can I take money from your pocket? It's called contract. Contract. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, man. So the thing is, but the thing is that the normal practice is business. That's the normal practice. And whatever applies to business is really any and everything. It's just on paperwork. It's whatever you agree to. So it really, at the end of the day, it goes to what you agree to and what's going to happen after that, you know? But it's all under the word, business.
So when everything's all said and done, man, when people look back on Reef Hustle's catalog years from now, what message or feeling do you hope people take away from your music?
That they could take it to their kids, man, and their kids can learn off the music. You know what I'm saying? I think that I got a lot of good stuff there. And if the younger generation, I'm talking about the 13-year-olds, the 14-year-olds, the 10, 9s, and 8s, if they get a whiff of that, they can take that like how we did back in the days when we took old records and kind of like flipped them and made it into our own identification. So, my main goal is to get those influenced to be influenced to influence the future, to influence the future.
So you got any music videos for this album yet?
Man, I got plenty of music videos. I got a video called My Brother. I got a video called Which Way to Go. Um, I got a commercial actually speaking about war too. I got a video that's gonna come out very soon. Um, 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 Explaining who Reef Hustle is. I also
Okay.
got the video, yes, and I also got the video with 38 Special called Fly Talk that's out right now.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
You definitely one of the dopest rappers I've heard, and definitely one of the dopest rappers out right now. You,
thank you.
like you remind me of like Rex, just your consistency. You familiar with
Uh,
Rex?
no.
He's out of Boston. He's down with terminology in them.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Nah.
you just very consistent. Every time I got 3 new records that um my man sent that set up this interview. I'm definitely gonna review them tomorrow. And every time, I mean, I don't think you've got anything less than a yay on my podcast reviews.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you've had sent anything that I was like, that's just a okay.
I appreciate it, man.
And I and,
You know,
and,
it's
and,
no
and I'm a tough critic, man. So like, if you getting yays, I mean, you got to be bringing heat, man. Because to me, like most of the stuff I hear nowadays, I mean, I get so many submissions. I promote for so many artists, man. I just hear a lot of okay music, man, for the most part.
right,
And then a
right,
lot of not good music. It's not a lot of great music like the 90s. I'm sorry, man. It's 90s is the 90s because it was just so many different great artists, so many different lyricists with different voices, different styles,
right.
different content, different subject matters. Um, like we said, it was a big, gumbo pot of different artists, and now we just got, like potato. It's just like straight potato soup or something, bland as hell.
That's all. No sugar, no salt in it, no nothing. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I
Nothing.
think it's bad. Yeah, I think it's bad. Now, don't get me wrong. There's like those artists that I told you who do kind of like today's music. Big X the Plug, and you got Kevin Gates, and you got A Boogie. You got those guys like they mastered their craft. They got fire. Like they really got fire. Those guys got fire. But it's a lot of them was super duper trash. It's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. That's their thing. I ain't mad at them. You know what I mean? But there definitely need to be a more variety that the machine puts the bread behind to ostracize someone else's name that really actually have a raw art, a raw talent. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but once again, it is what it is, man. And we got to war through all the bullshit.
Well, what do you think about what Nas is doing? I mean, Nas is
Amazing.
like the go-to guy for like a
Amazing.
certain era of music right now.
I really feel that he's preserving the culture, man. I really feel
Yeah,
that he's preserving the culture. When he's putting these guys on, he's giving them new revival. He's giving them revival. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Yeah, and he's letting people know, like, this ain't gonna stop. This is not gonna stop.
yeah,
Once again, he's definitely doing it for the future. Cause before he put them out, I mean, he did albums on his own. He did crazy albums. The albums was
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
He's a rich man. He don't have to. He don't have
No,
to. So
he
he's preserving the culture. You know what I'm
he
saying?
got
He
the
does it.
casino expansion. He got the casino expansion. I heard Nas made a lot of really good business deals behind the table that we don't know about, and some that we do. I heard he's been very, very smart, man.
Well, good thing for him, man, because they all been working out. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to him, man. And but we'll talk about that. But he's still rapping, still spitting,
Yeah,
still getting busy, still making albums. You know, he's preserving. He's definitely preserving the hip hop, man. And what it does, it just brings out, it influences the younger generation who want to take it there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And we'll see how the next 20 years fold out.
I know a lot of people from that era. They gon' if I was them, man, I'd be like, you know, sending Nas at my next project. Like, yo, what you think? Let's go.
Right, right. But I'm
Mm.
sure, I'm sure it's like that, man. I'm sure he got a whole bunch of stuff up the sleeve, man. Because the way he been dropping albums, man. Um, I'm happy, man. I'm happy that he been doing that, man. Because like I said, the preservation, just the preservation of hip hop and him holding it up. I definitely commend him. You know what I mean? There's a lot of artists who are not strong enough to do it. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
just so happened to be the one to do it. So it's just amazing how he's doing it, and it keeps the music alive. It keeps authentic music alive, and like I said, the the future. We want to see what the future holds.
And then I would think like dealing with Nas that these guys are getting pretty good deals. Like I would think Nas ain't gonna try to jerk all these guys. I would think
Well,
it would like it'd be more like a loud I never heard too much bad stuff about Loud Records when they were like a lot of artists said they like Loud.
well, um, I don't think that Nas is trying to shaft anybody. I think that the artists are way more seasoned to know what kind of
Yeah,
paperwork is coming across the table.
yeah,
Saying so, but I don't think Nas is trying to get in nobody's pocket. His pockets is
yeah,
filled enough, man.
yeah,
His pockets is filled enough. He done made enough spread to like I said, he's really preserving the hip hop, man. You know what I mean? Because he's not the money that he's making off of his investments. He's not making it in hip hop. You know what I mean? He's not making that kind of money. He's making money because he had a long career. But other than that, you know, like he's actually so established that the man probably never has to work again in his life. You know,
Yeah, I don't see this as a money grab for him. I see, like you said, I see this about providing an avenue and a
you
platform for artists from a certain area to get a good deal, to get a good push, and put out a good project. And Nas might be barely breaking even on this and probably be like, good to go. I'm good.
right, right.
Because like you
Even
said,
with
all the
his,
other shit, the casino shit is definitely gonna make him a lot of money. The
okay,
expansion on that. He's about to go
okay,
in a whole nother territory. And that's the thing. Some people say he got one up on Jay-Z because Jay-Z's casino, it didn't go through. And then Nas's expansion did. But I mean, and some people consider Nas the greatest of all time. And some people consider Illmatic the greatest album of all time. So couldn't be from a better person if you ask me.
well, talk is talk, man. I'm sure behind closed doors, and it's just a whole different program, But for what it looks like from the outside looking in, you know, I just say shout out to Nas, and shout out to Jay. Everybody got a different road on how to get their money, on getting their money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody has a different road on getting to it. And it's
No,
not
they
the
both
same
getting
road.
to it. No,
They
both getting
both
to it.
they both get into it heavy.
They
You
both
know what I'm
getting
saying?
to
But
it.
what's great, what's great is that like you said, they have enough money, and they're still, you know, contributing to the culture. They're still
Yeah,
contributing
cause
to hip hop.
Jay-Z, the Super Bowl, I mean, he took over the Super Bowl and now he's
Right,
bringing hip hop all through it now.
right,
I
right.
mean,
That was pretty
so
much like
yeah.
the same how Steve Stout had brought marketing to hip hop. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He bought, sneaker deals to hip hop. Like he bought like the main corporation, like corporations to hip hop, letting them know how big of influence that hip hop is. He brought that. You know what I'm saying? So, they're just they're just running their thing now. They doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And they just
Yep.
preserving the craft, man. And that's what's important, because then it leaves more for kids who don't think that anything could happen in life. You know what I mean?
Uh,
And it's just they making it, they doing that just to provide those opportunities for that next kid who's actually in the house right now writing rhymes.
we about to be hitting the hour mark, man. Before we let you go, any shout outs you want to do? Let people know where
Man,
this album's at again and stuff like that.
first of all, the album is called War 2. It's on all major platforms. You can follow me, Reef Hustle underscore, on IG, Reef Hustle on Facebook, Reef Hustle on TikTok. Shout out to my brother SE Digital Mills. Shout out to my brother Low Gang Badget. Shout out to 38 Special. Shout out to LL Cordell. Shout out to my brother George Bell. Freedom Wave is the movement. This is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and all those who's behind it, the people who support it, man, I appreciate everybody, man. It's definitely too big to mention, but hey yo, Reef Hustle.
Well, I appreciate you, man.
Oh,
Anytime you want to come back on, man, please do, man. You're a friend of the show, man. It's your second time on here, so
yes, sir. Appreciate you.
all right, man. Enjoy your night, man.
Peace and blessings, Paul.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Oh, there you have it. Reef Hustle. Go check them out. Like you said, the album War 2. What about Reef? It's an acronym. What about Reef War 2? It's on all major streaming platforms. I'm telling you, man, dude is dope. Dude got flow, delivery, lyrics. Voice sounds like Tribe Diesel, but their style is so different, man. I mean, dope voice, dope delivery. Um, Always got dope beats. And I mean, another what if in hip hop. Like I could only imagine like he started with Loud around that time. I mean, having Alchemist production, Pun executive producing. Pun have probably been on like at least one or two tracks, I would think. No telling who else. Loud Records always like to try to feature artists from Loud Records, on Loud Records albums and stuff. I mean, you could have had Deck, you had Raekwon at the time, Mob Deep, I think, still. I mean, there's no telling, man. There's no telling who would have really been featured on that album. And if I mean, even if Alchemist would produce the majority of it, that would the shit would have been pretty dope, man. You gotta think at that time, Alchemist was putting out some fucking bangers, yo. Bangers. Shouts out to my man John Jones for tuning in. Um Junior Ramos Mustas, appreciate you for tuning in. The Fox Vixens, appreciate you tuning in. Everybody that tuned in on Instagram, appreciate you tuning in. Where's Zach Kalmus? My man Hoffa from Killer Army, Prince Hakeem. Who else we got? Miss Eyes, appreciate you. The Real Prince Divine Hip Hop, SD Digital Distribution. Appreciate the comment. Popular, what does that say? Popular Introver T247. Appreciate you as well. Yeah, make sure y'all go check out the album Reef Hustle or two. Tomorrow I'm gonna do music reviews. I think I got 2 or 3 songs. So y'all could actually hear a little snippet on there. And I'm telling you, once you hear the snippets, you definitely gonna go want to check out the whole album. And this is the second time we had him on here. Hopefully, we have him on here a third time soon. Next week, I'm supposed to have Big V of Nappy Roots. That is right. Nah, y'all done up and done it. Big V from Nappy Roots. That'll be Friday, next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Also, I'm working on some new interviews for the Paul Picker podcast. Go follow me over there as well, where I do bare knuckle interviews. And pretty soon I'm about to start doing reacts on Live from Fayettenam and start back my reacts on Paul Picker podcast. Just been having a lot going with the Promo Palace LLC and the Dizzle brand. Also, go check out Dizzle brand premium luxury liqueur. That's right, Dizzle brand premium luxury liqueur. It's an agave tequila, cognac, and orange liquor mango mix. Throw your Dizzle on ice, and it's nice. Want to order your very own bottle or bottles? Go to dizzlebrand.com. We about to wrap it up. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Peace, and I'm out.